we are live. Hello, everybody. I'm Marcia, and today's interview will be with Ram from Latvia. He's competing in Supernova, the national final for Latvia. So we are waiting for him. I'm super excited. Let's wait for Ram. Oh, and he's here. Let me send a request. I'm sorry. He's popping up anytime.
Hey,
Hi.
hi.
Hello, Ram. How are you?
Hey, good. In traffic.
I can tell. Ram, thank you so much for accept our invitation. It's a great honor for us to have our first guest from season 2023. So thank you.
Thanks for inviting me. Happy to be here.
So Ram, let's start from the beginning. So my first question is, how did music come into your life? Like when did you start to sing and you this is what I want to do with my life?
hmm Well, it's been always kind of there. I think I wrote my first song when I was like 5 years old. It was like,
Wow.
but yeah, I'll tell you what I mean by that. I wrote my own lyrics on, I think, a Backstreet Boys song or something like that. It was
Oh, it's
that.
like a cover.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So, yeah, I went to choirs when I was a little kid, so I kind of got the taste of the stage in that way. But I always like thought I want to do it alone as well. And then I think in sixth grade or something, I got an acoustic guitar for a birthday from my parents, and learned to play, and then started singing, and that's kind of how it happened.
So young, yeah.
Yeah.
So that came like my second question because you had a band before your solo career.
hmm
So why did you decide to start a solo career and not continue in the band?
I'm actually continuing in the band. It's
Are
we
you
haven't like
continuing?
disbanded,
Okay.
but taking a pause. But I started when I started Realm. I did more pop centered stuff because the band was more rock centered. But now I'm going back to a rock sound in my own stuff. So I guess I can't really hide my pop punk emo influences any longer. Um, yeah, when I write stuff completely alone, it's at least start to write stuff alone and call all the shots. It's you don't have to share. You take all the responsibility, but you also get to do things the way you
You want?
have envisioned. Yeah, and there's no democracy there. There's just absolute
Yeah.
autocracy in being solo. But again, responsibility is also yours. If it doesn't go, that's on you.
Yeah, if it doesn't go well, it's
Yeah,
on you as well. Yeah,
yeah,
people
exactly.
are saying hi to you,
Hey,
so they are saying you has some Rom has so much potential.
I agree. Thank you so much for saying.
Enrique is saying he's a big fan of yours.
Awesome.
Really love your song last year and love this year too. Good luck.
Well, the songs are actually connected. I'm sure you would have asked.
Yeah, I have a question about it. So it's my third question, Rom. Tell me if I'm wrong, but both plans and fake love seems to be like about toxic relationships. So
Yep.
tell me why it is so important to you to write about this topic. What happened in your life?
No,
Who
I'm
hurt
happily
you?
married actually, and I have a kid. She turns two in a week.
Oh,
Yeah, but again, I think these are my emo pop punk roots. All all that stuff seemed to be about toxic relationships and stuff like that. And somehow it's become super ingrained in my brain, and my creative stuff, creative flow always starts from like a negative place, but in the
Yeah.
artistic sense. And so I've spent a lot of time thinking about lyrics in that direction, and it comes natural, I guess, to me. So yeah, that's and naturally, again, I feel that it's a rich field in which to like express myself, because I like it, and I see more shades in that style, I guess, than others for myself. So yeah, about and actually, I didn't plan it that way, but it turned out that both those songs are connected, because Plans is about the beginning of that relationship, about when it's fresh and interesting, and there are possibilities there, and we're like talking about having this relationship. And Fake Love is about the other side of that journey, where you realize it's not exactly what you were thinking it
Yeah.
was going to be. So
Like the realization that love is not that beautiful thing
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Let me just say to people that are watching us that you can leave your own questions in the question box right this side
Please
and
do,
ask things to Ram as well.
please do. One,
Um,
1 second. I just realized I'm parked in a paid zone. I have to switch on my parking app. I
okay, okay. You come
like,
back,
yeah,
okay. So we have a little issue here, but we wait for Ram, of course. This year's song is a bop. I totally agree. That's why he's here. You're okay.
hey,
That's fine.
hi.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
So there
and
is a comment.
I saw someone commented. I
Yeah,
saw someone commented about yeah, the connection between the songs, and I actually have a reference in there. Like, you said you're in town for the weekend, so it actually the same notes, the same note.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I hope people pick it up.
Yeah. I thought they were like a story that you were telling a story with the two songs.
Yeah, that's right. Great.
So, Ram, what is your purpose with this new participation at Supernova? Because you participated last year. I don't know what changed a year ago.
Hmm.
Who is Ram in 2023?
Well, last year when I did Plans, it was like my first song as Raum in this style. During this year, I released two other songs. One is called KO, and the other is called Turbulence in Latvian, Turbulence.
Yes.
If you translate it in English, and both of them are continuations in that genre, in that style. So this is basically that's a huge thing for me, changing that style. And it's a style also that's not exactly radio friendly, so it was a journey this year to kind of change the genre that way into something that's not that's like globally it's coming like really back, like with a lot of artists. And I listen to that stuff, the new rock, pop punk, emo stuff all day every day. But in mainstream radios, it's they're always like a few steps like behind, because they have to play it a little bit safe. uh,
Yes.
and uh, and it's been a journey, but thankfully they've gone with me on that journey, and both songs have done pretty well. So yeah, this is what I'm doing now. This is who I am, at least for the time being.
Awesome. So, what is your goal? It is a goal for you to reach a better place in the ranking compared to last year?
Oh, definitely.
Or you're not thinking about results at all?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm thinking right now about the performance and making it as good as it can and should be. But yeah, of course, yeah, I want to win like anybody else who's participating, and I want to go to the finals.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you this, because some artists, and it's totally enough, are like, oh, I'm not thinking about the results. I just want to participate. And some others really want to win,
Yeah,
like participating to win. So I always do these questions to understood a little better.
yeah. No, it's like a healthy, I guess, outlook. If you say like I'm just participating to participate, I like the process. That's cool. But what are you really doing here then? There are other people who really, really want your stuff spot and are hungry for it. Then maybe sit this one out if it's like if you're just here for the I don't know, just for the process.
both both sides are fair.
Yeah.
So we have a question here, and it's also my next question. It's a tricky question, but I'm give it a shot. So, can you reveal some details about the staging? How are you thinking or planning to do on stage with the
Well,
song?
maybe Supernova will kill me for this, but we don't know yet how the stage will look. What's the configuration? So we really can't say how it will be. I know the feeling I'm going for. If you go on YouTube and you watch the music video we did for Fake Love, which was done by good friends of mine, Elvis Latis and Robert Abotiņš at a very cool club in Latvia called Tinte. It's kind of that, but translated on the Supernova stage, like grungy, live, and immediate. I want it to feel like exciting. How we're gonna do that now, I have no idea yet. To be completely fair, I'm just coming actually from a meeting with the choreographer, Eva Bittinet, who also worked with last year. And we were brainstorming ideas about it, what we're gonna do. We have some, but we'll see where it goes.
You have it on your mind, but you can translate
Yeah.
it to the stage
Yeah,
right now.
maybe I need to throw it in. Maybe I need to ask Chat GPT, like to give me a few ideas.
Okay, let's see my next question. Oh, it's the audience question. So, people, this is your time with Raum. Let's see what people are saying. They are saying hello, hey. Fusa is Andre is saying, Raum, congratulations for the excellent song that you are representing in Supernova.
Thank you. Thank you.
So he's asking as well, what the people can expect from you to have, okay, on stage, what ideas that you have to show on stage. You already answered to this.
We really, really want to do some effects and then try to make it look like a music video as much as we can. But we'll see what will be the real possibilities. Because last year we came in guns blazing.
I love it. It was amazing, amazing, amazing.
Thank you. But what the original idea was like 10 times like more ambitious, but sometimes the technical reality of what you can achieve
Yes.
with those parameters is different, and it was like you can't. The TV was like, sorry, but you can't do this. Sorry, but this is technically impossible. Sorry, this and this and this. But I'm glad that you still liked what we.
Yeah, I love it. It was one of my favorite songs, and I was so sad for not interviewing you last year. But yeah, it was a lot of people.
Actually,
So
we have Nelly, Nelly Boob, who just commented she will have a special symbol. She's my drummer. We're gonna play together in Supernova,
Oh,
and we've been playing. We played last year, and we've been playing live shows all year. So she's gonna have a very very cool drum cymbal. I don't want to show you guys now, but I hadn't seen something like that before.
I'm super looking forward. Okay, Ula, he has a question. She's asking, how is Rom so sexy?
Well, it's experience, I guess. It's experience. It's experience.
It's a question, indeed.
It's
Enrique
it's in the eye of the beholder.
is asking, why do you think is missing in Latvia for having a really good result in Eurovision?
Mm-hmm.
6 qualification in a row. How we can change that?
I mean, if you asked me before last year, I would have probably said that we need a better song or better like preparation for the singer, because we've had like quality problems, right? Someone goes on stage, and I mean, I haven't been there. I believe the pressure that the singer feels over there is something you don't get. You get to only experience once if you get that opportunity. So I'm not knocking any of the previous singers, but Zitizani last year, they did everything perfectly, and that's
Yes.
showed after, like, usually, people, when those 5 or 6 years in a row, when the singer came back, people were like in Latvia, like, not super happy with them, like, because objectively, if you listen to the performance, there were like weak spots usually in the singing department, but this time uh, the singing was perfect. The staging was perfect. They did tireless like tours before, and they did everything. No one knows what went wrong, but yeah, it's I don't even know how to right that ship. Let's write it off to a fault in the stars that year.
It is a good question indeed. I don't know what went wrong as well,
Right?
because they absolutely killed it.
I,
It
I
was super
Yeah,
awesome.
right. I was in Tallinn when the semi happened, where Latvia participated. I was in a songwriting camp, and it was already the evening. I was sitting in my hotel room with a beer and a laptop, and when it became clear that they're not invited, I screamed at the computer, like it was an absolute shock that they didn't get to the finals. So
Indeed.
yeah. Citizani, one love.
One love, two
Yeah,
loves,
two love. Yeah.
because they were absolutely amazing. So, Andrei is asking about Ask Eurovision Song Contest and inside of the style that you are presenting in Supernova. Do you have any band, a singer, that you like very much that participated in the history of Eurovision?
In history of Eurovision, I'm not sure we've had a lot of memorable pop punk. Nothing comes to mind, to be honest. Well, if you consider Maneskin, something like that, but
Yeah.
it's like definitely different. I'm not that sexy, and but yeah, there were good like general rock acts, but I don't think nothing comes to mind for this
You had
specific like American style
the
pop punk.
guys from Finland. I don't know if you can recall
But they were
the
like Linkin Park, like new metal.
yeah. It
So
was kind of rock gender, yeah.
yeah, but like new metal more. So yeah, they were very cool as well. I remember them. Actually, like saw them before they joined. Before they participated in
Mm.
Eurovision, they had pretty funny like metal covers and their own metal songs on YouTube. I was a fan before that.
So Andre is also asking which artist bands that inspired you to follow the rock style?
Hmm. Well, originally I got to give it to Green Day, Blink 182, and all those bands like Billy Talent and uh, what else comes to mind? Dashboard Confessional. Those are the like the old style. Yeah, but from modern day water parks, neck deep, and
Guitar,
yeah.
absolutely awesome. Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
Bringing the Horizon, of course, is the de facto, I think, kings of rock right now, and I love them. And actually, I had a ticket for Bring the Horizon in Berlin on February 3rd, and I had to give it away because they're on February 3rd in Berlin, and Supernova semis are on February 4th in Riga. So I had to give that ticket away to make the Supernova semis.
Oh my
But
God.
hey, we'll go a different time. But I gave them to a very special friend of mine, so I'm glad at least he'll make the best of those tickets.
Yeah, I'm sure. Carl is asking, will there be some reference towards fake and love on stage with effects or other things?
Yeah, we're thinking about that. If it will be technically possible, then definitely, yeah. We have some graphics. You can see some of that in the music video we have on YouTube. So
So, guys,
go
we
ahead.
have to
Yeah,
pay attention to the music video.
yeah.
That's
There you go.
what we have to look at. So, Kolev's The World is asking, do you have any Latvian artist in mind that you really want to see at Supernova in the future?
In the future. Well, from this year, I'm glad like Sudden Lights came back. I really dig their song and I dig the band. That they would be my, I think, favorite besides me. And yeah, I just want to see more rock, like any type. It doesn't have to be the style I do. More like live music, live centered music. I think that's also a thing that Titizani kind of started last year. It wasn't rock at all, but it was live music. It was the Dua Lipa funky style live music.
Yeah.
They were sure that they can play the song absolutely live with their instruments and it would sound good. And I'm just as sure about my song. I've already played it live. A month ago when he shot the video. Actually, the video was shot
Yes.
in a live show in Valmiera. So yeah, just bring live musicians, but don't make it super old school like it's too live. You have to have a good balance, I feel, to make it modern.
Yes. Hot and Cold Fan is asking, which are your other favorites in this year's Supernova, and do you listen to the other country national selection songs?
I haven't
So,
I haven't had time to listen to other country national competition songs. To be completely honest, I sometimes pay attention to Tallinn, to Estonia, because I know a few people there involved. So I'm always interested to see who wrote what and who's doing what this year. And this song was also co-written by Daniel Levy, who participates as a songwriter, at least in a lot of songs that go to at least the national finals.
mhm,
Yeah, but from this year, as I said, yeah, Southern Lights, I dig the song a lot. Of course, Patricia's song I think is also very cool, and it's an earworm. Like I listened to it a few times and caught myself like singing the words like after a while. So it's definitely
yeah.
memorable, sticks with you. So yeah, those two are kind of what I think of first.
Okay, so Andre. last question, guys, because Ram has not have the all night to be here with
Okay.
us. So Andre is asking, continuing the question of colleagues, who would you like to make a collaboration from the group of singers, bands of this year of Supernova?
Mm,
Like a featuring, I guess.
yeah. Still, those two. I think a song with Patricia would be sick, and also like when two rock. I think Sudden Lights consider themselves rock. When two rock artists collaborate, it's also oftentimes fun, and our
Yeah,
vocals are like different enough for it to be interesting as well. So yeah, those two.
I didn't know them, but they sound great. It was one
Yeah,
of my favorites as well.
I think
You,
that they participated all before one time into 2015, something like that. They had a song I remember because they had a funky like idea of the song that no part of the song repeated itself, so they didn't have a like a chorus.
yeah,
It was every next part was something
interesting.
different. So I remember that. I don't actually remember the song. I'm sorry, but but I remember that element because it was fresh.
Okay, guys, just two more questions, okay? um, there is a question that's the main question. What is your favorite Eurovision song of all years? Like
Ooh.
ever?
Well, well, that's a very good question. Well, I honestly I love Arcade. That was
Mhm.
amazing.
Taste.
Yeah, honestly I couldn't sing you Maneskin's song, but I loved what they did afterwards. The singles they released more than the. I think it was. It's pretty hard for me to learn like connect with songs in a language I don't know. I know a
Yeah,
lot of Eurovision fans love that, and I respect that a lot. But since it was in Italian, it's kind of hard for me. I can actually remember the name. I'm not going to say it to not butcher the pronunciation, but yeah. And from old school Eurovision, I can at any time sing "Fly on the Wings of Love," a
that's a
classic.
class.
I think that's the first association like with Eurovision for me personally.
Yeah,
So from childhood, I think that's the first Eurovision I watched
yeah.
as a kid.
Ula is asking, would you like to write a song with Stig Rasta?
Oh yeah,
You know him?
not personally, no, but definitely I know of him. So yeah, Stig's great.
Yeah. Ron, this is my final question. So thank you so much for accept our invitation. It was a great talk with you. So what message do you want to leave to your fans, especially the Latvian public that will vote for you on Supernova?
Cool. Well, naturally, I want you to vote for me and listen to the song, stream it everywhere you can. But most of all, the message of the song is about the situation where you realize that a relationship you're in, and it can not be a romantic relationship per se, it can be any kind of relationship, but you realize that it's bad for you. And I kind of want you to remember to think about your health, about your mental health, and health in general, and just get out of that shit if you can. Find a way, get out of that shit, and look out for number one.
A great final message. Ron, thank you so much for this time. Okay, I wish
Thank you.
you all the luck to Supernova because your song is one of the greatest. So I hope people will vote for you and maybe we see each other in Liverpool. Maybe.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope.
Let's hope.
See you
Ron,
there.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for
Bye.
inviting me. Have a good day. Bye.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.